Good morning, everyone. It's a long song, so it's like 4 minutes. Decided to end it quickly. I never know what kind of intro song I'm going to play. I just try to pick one right before I go live. So, see who's all in here. Let me get on my live chat. 411 now. Hey, how are you? Come on, knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Oh, I love Three's Company. Lisa, Melanie, Christina, good morning. Welcome. Debbie, good morning. Beach Bum, Katie F., Verbal Constipation, Cheryl Lynn, Misty Walker, Mark Denning, good morning. Good morning, Faithful One. Shug, good morning. Good to see you. Susan Elder, good morning from Texas, she says. I'd love to go to Texas. Melanie G., it's good to see you. Red Rum Media, Jack's mom. Melanie G., I still love my peace sign painting and especially my rooster painting. Melanie G., she sent me a peace sign painting she had done. And then I got her to do a rooster painting, and I just love it. Hey, sweet Susie. Good morning. Good morning, Mark. I'm going to try to set my phone up so I can see the chat. My little stand here. God, I ain't about to time somebody out. Goodness gracious. Okay. It's good to see you too, Melanie. I hope you've been doing well. Melanie's she's talented. She's crafty, as I like to say. Let me see if I can take my comment down. So we got a few topics this morning to talk about. One is, they're all sad, of course, but this is an actress missing, Naya, I think you say it, Naya Rivera. She was on, I guess, the GLEE movies. I never did watch those. She's a GLEE star. Her and her 4-year-old son rented a houseboat. This is in California, Lake Peru, something like that. Anyways, they rented a houseboat. They went out. She didn't return the rental. So they went out looking. They found her 4-year-old son on board with a life vest on. He was asleep. And he said that his mom jumped into the lake and never came out. I'm going to pull up the article so I make sure I don't miss anything. But I'm just wondering, me as a woman, I probably wouldn't rent a houseboat by myself and take my little boy out on the lake. Now, I know everybody's different. She may have had a lot more confidence than me. Of course, she's a famous actress. Let me pull it up here. She's beautiful. They think that she's dead. They think she drowned. I think the little boy said that his mom put him up on the boat. So maybe they was both in the water. She put him up on the boat and something happened to her. I don't know. We're going to read this. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on with Google. Let me disable something. It's doing something privacy here. When I'm trying to Google something, I had to disable it. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, well, you would love her artwork. Melanie's will. I was just looking at the comments a second. I would like to do some of that diamond art stuff, but it wouldn't turn out right if I tried to do it. I'd mess up a wet dream. Oh, I shouldn't say that. That's dirty. It's true, though. So here she is. Let's see. Every time I do that, it moves. Must still be loading. Well, crap. Go back to the full screen. See, on my phone, it don't even show that I'm screen sharing with y'all. Oh, it must be because there's like a kind of a delay. Okay. Breaking. GLEE star Naya Rivera goes missing during lake outing. Young son found drifting alone in boat. Did she really drown, or was there someone else on that boat with her? Okay, don't be freezing up here. It's not loaded right or something. Crap. Okay. Page unresponsive. My internet's not working right. Okay, it says Naya Rivera, the actress who rose to fame playing the character Santana Lopez on the popular television show GLEE, has vanished at a lake in California and is feared drowned. See, I thought it was a movie. I didn't even know it was a television show. I'd heard of it. CNN reports that authorities launched a search for a missing person at Lake Piru in Ventura County Wednesday evening after a fellow boater discovered a young child asleep in a drifting boat. The Ventura County Sheriff's Office announced on Twitter Wednesday evening that police and a dive team were searching for a possible drowning victim. In a subsequent tweet, the Sheriff's Office identified the person as Rivera. If it'll play it, we can look at the footage. Gosh, it's pretty there. Okay. It says the search was reportedly suspended for the night, but is expected to resume Thursday morning. So they're probably already out searching for her. Jesus at the ads. Okay. According to CNN report, Ventura County Sheriff's Captain Eric Buschow said at a news conference Wednesday that Rivera and a child believed to be her 4-year-old son were seen heading into the lake together on a boat. The fellow boater noticed the child alone in the boat about 3 hours after the mother and son left the dock. Police reportedly spoke to the boy, who said that he and his mother had gone swimming together, but that she did not get back on the boat. The child was reportedly wearing a life vest, and an adult life vest was found on the boat. According to a TMZ report, the boy told police that his mother jumped into the lake, but did not come back. She could have got entangled if she, in something. Fox 11 reports that Rivera's car with her purse inside was found at the parking lot of a boat rental operation at the lake. The boy is believed to be unharmed and is now in the care of relatives. I'm just wondering if they went out onto the lake by themselves, or someone was with them. She could probably swim if she went out to the lake like that on a boat with her son. More than likely, she could swim. She could have dived into the water and got tangled up in something. So sad. She's beautiful. Oh, got a super chat. Tremaine, good morning, baby mama. I woke up this morning hungry as hell, so I ordered DoorDash breakfast from Waffle House. And I have 3 beautiful wives, CC, Light Feather, and Lisa. Tremaine, thank you for the super chat. You cracked me up. He's a polygamist now, Tremaine is. It's a joke. Thank you, Tremaine. I fixed sausage, biscuits, and gravy this morning. Hey, Remy. KDF, I do not swim in water that I can't see the bottom of. Hey, TC, Annie P. Let's see who else I missed. Norma Star. Norma, I used to live super close to the area. I grew up in Southern California. I probably didn't pronounce the name of that lake right. I did look up how to pronounce it this morning, but hell, I forgot. Seriously, I forgot. I looked it up. Just me, I wouldn't go out onto the lake by myself with my son. Because I can't swim that well, for one. I can swim, but I almost drowned one time, and I am terrified of water. I'm terrified of drowning. Not terrified of water, just of drowning. That's my worst fear, drowning or being burned up in a fire. But it made me a little skittish, of really deep water. This girl, we were drinking when I was in high school. And we were up at the lake. We were in really deep water. And she came up from behind me and pushed me underwater. And I was intoxicated. And a boy had to try to help me. And I almost drowned him. I panicked. I don't know why I just didn't come back up when she ducked me. I don't know. I just panicked. So, yeah, I'm a little skittish of deep water. Mac and cheese. It's good to see you. CBS local, 3 hours good to go. Presumed dead. Yeah. Yeah, they think that she's dead. They think that she drowned. If the little boy, he's 4 years old, if it's true, he said his mom jumped into the lake, she probably did drown. It's probably not foul play. I'm just always suspicious, though. It's sad. KDF, I almost drowned when I was 4 in water that I couldn't see the bottom of. It was terrifying. Yes. You know what, Remy? That is a really good question, because when I was reading that, I thought, is there any way any sharks could get into that lake? Bull sharks can come into fresh water. I think that actually happened up in New York one time and somewhere else. A bull shark swam up and came into fresh water, killed a couple people. They have been searching the water. I learned something interesting by listening to Nancy. Hey, Karen. I listened to something interesting listening to Nancy Grace this morning. If I knew this, I forgot, but she was talking about they need dogs to search the water because there are certain dogs that are trained to smell stuff underwater. And I'm like, what in the world? That is so cool. Dogs are amazing. Animals are amazing. A lake isn't usually connected to the ocean. Well, this bull shark swam up the lake. There's some big catfish in freshwater too. The dive team here, when they were looking for someone that had drowned up at the lake, and they said that there was huge catfish under there, bigger than a man, longer than a man. It scared them. Yeah, which catfish, I mean, they're not aggressive. She probably, more than likely, something medical could have happened, or she could have got tangled up in something, her foot or something, and couldn't get loose and drown. Jack's mom, I don't think there's foul play. No, it's not looking like it, Jack's mom. I'm just suspicious when I hear those stories. Since we're talking about stars, we'll talk about Johnny Depp next. And it's really sad. When I saw these pictures of Johnny Depp, so he's in a lawsuit with the newspaper, The Sun. It's a British newspaper, because they put out an article saying that he abused his wife, ex-wife. He's suing them over that because he says it's not true. Anyways, I think he had to testify in court yesterday. But there was some pictures posted of him. He's in his hotel room, lying on the floor, passed out, drunk, cocaine cut out on the table, a tutor there to snort it with. And I was just thinking how sad that is to be that successful. I mean, he's like a big time actor. He's a good actor too. But he's got some severe problems, addiction problems, and I think some mental problems too. Just to show you, it doesn't matter how much money you have and stuff. People still got the same problems like, us regular folks have got. I swear to goodness, every time I go to look up something, it does this stupid privacy thing. I don't know what's wrong with that. I may have to reset my Chromebook or something. Let me go back to Crime Online. Every time I search for something that says privacy thing pops up. I'll show you guys these photos of Johnny. I always thought Johnny Depp was really, really good looking. I still think he's good looking. I love him in the Pirates of the Caribbean. I love those movies. I love movies like that. There's Johnny. British court sees photos of Johnny Depp passed out on the floor, his drugs and alcohol. Photographs shown in a British court Wednesday allegedly show Johnny Depp passed out beside his bed and a table set with a pint of whiskey and 4 lines of cocaine ready for his consumption. The actor was on the stand for the second day in his libel trial against British tabloid The Sun for calling him a wife beater. Depp has admitted long-term problems with drugs and alcohol and told the court that he probably was carrying cocaine in the skull and crossbones pillbox marked property of JD, seen in one of the photos. The photos shown in court Wednesday were allegedly taken in 2013 by Depp's ex-wife, Amber Heard, who has claimed that Depp was verbally and physically abusive towards her, particularly under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Depp denies the allegations and has accused Heard of being abusive towards him, which she denies. And here's the pictures. These are on Twitter. And you can see 4 lines of cocaine. You can see a driver's license, probably cut it out with. And he's got something to snort it there with. Something rolled up, or I don't know. It almost looks like part of a tampon. I mean, honestly. But this picture of him, that's really sad. Mark's friend, Dwayne, he does this. He gets so drunk. He is a very, very bad alcoholic. It's really sad because he's a nice guy, but when he drinks, he's not a nice guy. So I can't believe Johnny Depp's ex-wife about him probably being a little mean when he was under the influence. Because like I said, our friend does that too. And just says inappropriate things and sometimes just talks and you're like, what in the hell are you even talking about? Depp and Heard married in 2015. Heard filed for divorce the next year. I think that's how you say her name. Heard? Maybe it's Heard. The divorce was finalized in 2017, with parties releasing a joint statement saying there was never any intent of physical or emotional harm on either of their parts. Well, that was probably a lie. They probably just said that. Okay, the detainee, is that how you say it? Lasted until Heard published an OPED in the Washington Post in December 2018 about being a domestic abuse victim. Although the article did not mention Depp by name or discuss any alleged violent acts, Depp filed a $50 million defamation suit against her early last year. Okay, so here's some pictures of bruises she posted on Twitter. Oh, there's also the lines of cocaine. Johnny's. Some kind of card there. I don't know if that's a driver's license. Some kind of card. The photo on the table was allegedly taken on a day when Depp was supposed to go to a film set to work on a documentary about Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Richards. A CD of Richards' music is also on the table. Testimony Wednesday around the photos concerned an attempt by Heard, 34, and her sister, Whitney Henriquez or something like that, to convince him to go to the studio that day. Guys, something's wrong with my Chromebook. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now, though? Picture gone now. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. Guys, there's something wrong with my Chromebook. Remember when I said every time I was typing into my Google thing, like I punched in crime online search, and it took me to this privacy thing. So I went back to the search bar and backspaced all that, took it out. It typed it in again and it popped up where I could disable that privacy thing that was going on, right? I think that's got something to do with it. Let me see. Let me go back out. Lord, I hope I see. I see her now. Gosh, I hope my camera ain't on. I got my hair in a bun. I look awful. Okay, no, it's not. I'm gonna have to go clear it, Remy. Something's going on with it. Gosh, I hope my Chromebook don't go out on me. I got a good deal on this one. This one was like $200. I got it for like $99. It's likely due to screen sharing. It has never done that privacy thing before like that. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, his ex is probably the one that leaked the photo to the press of the cocaine. She had to if she's the one that took the picture, unless someone stole it. She sent it to someone else and they shared it, of course. But anyhow, let's talk about some crime news, some real crime news. That was in the true crime section this morning about Johnny, so I thought we would talk about it. I saw an article about Lori Vallow. Something about the lead detective, Detective Hope, is related to Chad Daybell. And a YouTube channel is the first one that actually exposed this. Now, I don't know, but I think that detective has been doing a really good job on this case. It says, are Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell related to a detective investigating the disappearance and deaths of cult moms' 2 children? Have you seen this, Will? A Rexburg, Idaho police detective has been named in the documents related to the criminal cases against Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, may be related to Daybell by marriage. A YouTube vlogger who reportedly obtained a trove of court records and documents related to the disappearance and death of Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow has claimed in social media posts that Rexburg police detective Dave Hope's son is married to Chad Daybell's niece, Maggie Daybell. A wedding announcement, Facebook pages, and court records appear to support the claim that the detective's son is married to the daughter of Chad Daybell's brother, Matt Daybell. Still, Crime Online cannot independently confirm that Detective Hope is the same Dave Hope who appears to be Maggie's father-in-law. On Wednesday, a public information officer for the Rexburg Police Department said in a response to a request for comment about the claims that Detective Hope was related by marriage to Chad Daybell, that the department cannot confirm or comment on your questions. The police department did not immediately respond to a follow-up inquiry. In June, shortly after Tylee's and JJ's remains were found in Chad Daybell's backyard, Matt Daybell and his wife released a statement acknowledging that Chad was likely involved in the children's deaths, while also noting that some family members were having a hard time accepting the shocking reality. Well, I would say so. He's supposed to be like a man of God. Matt's daughter, Maggie Hope, shared the statement on her Facebook page, which includes numerous wedding photos. The couple in the photos appear to be the same couple featured in a wedding announcement published in the Rexburg Daily Journal in June of 2016. The announcement identifies the groom as Joshua Hope, the son of Dave and Linda Hope. I'm afraid to screen share again. I'm afraid I'll lose y'all. But it shows a tweet from Wicked Truths and F-Bombs. That's the YouTube channel. And it says, here's Chad at his niece's wedding with Detective Hope. The arrow is pointing to Detective Hope, father of the groom, and hashtag Chad Daybell and Tammy are on the left. Aunt and uncle of the bride. A probable cause affidavit for Chad Daybell's arrest lists Detective Hope as one of the two officers who initially reported to Lori Bellow's home in Rexburg in November 2019 to check on the welfare of Lori Bellow's children. Tylee and JJ were not present at the home, and Lori allegedly lied to officers about their whereabouts, asking a friend in Arizona to lie to police as well by corroborating Lori's claims that JJ was staying with the friend. As the affidavit shows, the police officers encountered Chad outside Lori's home that day, and Chad initially tried to claim that he did not know Lori personally or have her phone number, though the two had married earlier that month, weeks after Daybell's wife died in her sleep. Later the same day, Chad reportedly admitted that he did know Lori and have her phone number. The report does not indicate whether either officer recognized Daybell, and Detective Hope's first name is not included in the affidavit. A Detective Dave Hope is included in a list of potential witnesses in a discovery disclosure released by the Madison County Prosecuting Attorney's Office in April. Tylee, Ryan, and JJ Vallow are believed to have died on separate dates in September 2019, though investigators did not find their remains until June 9th of this year. Both Daybell and Vallow are in custody in Idaho on suspicion of destroying or conspiring to destroy evidence. Neither have been charged with murder. Well, they need to be. They're going to be charged with murder eventually. It's coming. Now, let me look at the chat. As a mother, you'd say it's not what you know, it's who you know. No, that doesn't beat all. Yeah. Well, he murdered in her sleep. You think he murdered Tammy in her sleep? I'm just wondering how he murdered her. Did he smother her? Did he give her something? I found it interesting that during the first search of Chad's house, they took medication from the house. I wonder what kind of medication. And, you know, I don't think the detective should have been on the case if, you know, his father-in-law is Chad Daybell's brother. Right? His father-in-law is Chad Daybell's brother. Yeah, that's what it said. So freaking confusing. This case, man, it gets stranger and stranger. How could they do this to Tylee and JJ and Tammy and Charles, but especially Tylee and JJ, the children? How could they do this? And how could anyone, Melanie Gibb, anyone, believe the crap that came out of Chad's mouth about zombies and stuff? He didn't even say like demon possession. It's like zombies. Like how did Melanie believe any of that? She wasn't 100% on board, but she believed it at some point. I think she knows a lot more than what she's saying. And it wouldn't surprise me if Lori's niece knew the whole time. What's her name? Melanie Bedreau Pulaski. She knew the whole time the kids were deceased. If it hadn't been for her husband cooperating, her ass would be in jail too. Half the daggone town may be involved. Yeah. Hey, Carolina girl. April Sunset. Hopefully they were medicated and knew that. And I'm hoping that they didn't know what was happening. I hope and pray. Poor kids. And if they did know what was going on, can you just imagine how terrified? It's your own damn family doing you this way. Bless their hearts. They're monsters. Lori's the most to blame. I mean, really, the prosecutors should seek the death penalty, in my opinion. It's a heinous act. The trial is going to be a circus. I know. We got to watch it. Let me scroll up. I still can't get over Reverend Donna's vision from January 2020. Anyone else see that? No, I've not seen that. One cop covers up, then the rest have to continue. Yeah. I'm wondering, people's now going to be saying that because he's related to Chad by marriage, that maybe that's why the investigation was delayed a little bit. I mean, because it's been like a slow process, is what I'm saying. Crazy. It just, hey, Alyssa, it just blows my mind. They murdered the kids, dismembered, burned Tylee, buried them in Chad's backyard, went to Hawaii, and got married. And just living their best life, and the kids buried in Chad's backyard. Baffles me. What monsters. Just smiling, having a good old time. Lori is probably going to say, oh, Chad told me that he was taking them to a safe place. And he murdered them. She may try to say that. I don't see how that's going to work out too good because of that cell phone evidence they got of Alex Cox's phone. It pings right in the locations they found the bodies. She's a psychic that saw JJ was in a bag and Tylee was dismembered and burned. I'm going to try to watch that. I've been told about that several times. I'm going to try to watch that video, Carolina girl. For sure. All of it's premeditated. Yeah, they planned to kill Charles that day. That was planned out. I think Tylee was told what to say when they did have to go to the police station and give their statements. I think it was planned out what Tylee was going to say. How do we earn the badges? Dang, we are as good as cops. Yeah, we are. Some of y'all are better investigators than a lot of these investigators that work for the police, Yeah, Carolina girl, if you've got the link to it, you can share it in the chat to that video. April Sunset with the pet cemetery on Chad's land. I'm surprised they didn't dig the land sooner. Yeah, I'm surprised that they weren't there digging sooner too. I mean, did it take a while for them to get cell phone data back or to know to dig there? When I was reading it, the way I understood it was when they talked to Tammy's sister, she said something of, yeah, that they had a pet cemetery. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they had that data back and they started questioning her. But I thought she alerted them to the pet cemetery, actually. But Lori possibly could get off. Say she thought the kids were in hiding. Yeah, she's probably going to say that. That's been in the back of my mind. You know, when people's facing murder charges, sometimes they'll flip on each other and try to save their own skin. The name she wrote was Reverend Donna. Is that the name of the YouTube channel? The Psychic? Let's see if I can find it. Okay. I found her video. I'll share the link here so y'all can find this channel. She's got several videos, it looks like. So there's the link to the video the Psychic Carolina girl's talking about. I'll check it out. I'll let y'all know what I think about it tomorrow. I've been saying I was going to watch it, but I hadn't gotten around to it yet. Light feather salads are in the fridge. I'm back. Salads sound good. I like grilled chicken salads. Those are good. No, Lori will most likely be charged with murder for hire, and she will have a uphill climb to get off of those charges. Yeah, she's not ever getting out of prison. There's just no way that she'd be found not guilty. You know, if she's charged with murder. No way possible. I mean, there's possibility she could be found not guilty, but I don't think so. The cabin is the shed on that's property. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about Vanessa Guillen case a minute, too. I shared an article to the channel members yesterday. Her killer, Aaron Robinson, and his married girlfriend, Cecily Aguilar, I think that's how you say her name. But when they dismembered her body, they were wearing hair nets. I think they were wearing gloves too. Let me find it. They was trying to not leave anything behind. It says killer and married girlfriend wear gloves and hair nets to dismember, hack, and burn Vanessa Guillen's body. Sick individuals. The accused killers of Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Guillen allegedly returned to the scene of buried remains days after her brutal murder in an attempt to better conceal the evidence, the affidavit alleges. Vanessa, age 20, went missing from the Fort Hood U.S. Army base in Killeen, Texas on April 22nd. On June 30th, a civilian working near the Leon River in Belton detected a foul scent and contacted authorities who found partial human remains buried in a shallow grave. An expanded search led to the discovery of additional dismembered remains in at least 2 other locations. The prime suspect in Vanessa's apparent murder is now dead. Last Wednesday, Aaron David Robinson fatally shot himself as authorities were closing in on him. An Army specialist, Robinson was allegedly the last person to see Vanessa alive. An affidavit shows that investigators believe Robinson bludgeoned Vanessa to death with a hammer in an armory room on April 22nd and transported her body from the base in a Pelican suitcase, a sturdy piece of luggage. Shortly after Robinson killed himself, authorities arrested his girlfriend, Cecily Ann Aguilar, according to a U.S. Attorney's report obtained by KHOU. Cecily, 22, has been charged with one count of conspiracy to tamper with evidence. She should be charged with a lot more than that. She dismembered a U.S. soldier's body and burned it. It's like a terrorist act. Amy L. Glad you could make it. It's absolutely disgusting, faithful one. Yes, his married girlfriend. Cecily is married to a former soldier. Yeah, she's married. Allegedly, that's why he snapped and killed Vanessa. She told him that she was going to report it because that's against the rules to have an affair like that. You can't do that. And allegedly, he's like, I can't let you do that. You're not going to ruin me. Picked up a hammer, started hitting her in the head with it. She didn't go down right away, so he just kept hitting her. Disgusting. Yeah, Cecily, she should have a lot more charges. Vanessa was a U.S. soldier. It's a crazy, sad case. And what's really sad about it, Vanessa's sister, Myra, as she was arriving on the Army base, at that time, Cecily and Aaron were dismembering Vanessa's body. Yeah, Myra was just arrived on the Army base, to look for her sister. Her sister was missing, and they were down by the river dismembering Vanessa. It's so sad. Sickos. You got to be a sick individual to dismember someone's body. Sick. She should get longer than 20 years. Yeah, she should get about 50 or more. I mean, she didn't murder Vanessa, but what she did to her body and helped him cover the crime. And Vanessa being a U.S. soldier, yeah, she should get 50, 60 years, if not, maybe even life. She should be charged with like a terrorist act. Vanessa's poor family, I know. Yes, indeed, sick in the head. Yeah, you got to be one sick individual to dismember a body. My brother's childhood friend dismembered his girlfriend. Yeah, Michael used to come and stay all night with us when we were growing up, teenagers. He never was right in the head. He was a mean kid, did things to animals and stuff, but he pushed his girlfriend off the porch. It's like a big high porch, and on the ground there was like a big bunch of rocks, boulders, and stuff like that. Anyways, it broke her neck, and he dismembered her and tried to burn her. Sure did. He got life in prison. I don't understand why they dismembered Tylee. They want that. It looks like to me they was trying to just completely get rid of the body, so there was nothing left. People don't realize it's harder to burn a body than what you might think. I mean, it's got to be really, really hot. Would it not take a long time to do that to a body? Christ, that poor young lady. Yeah, well, yeah, they dismembered her before they burned her, I think. I think no, you're right. I think he did try to burn her and it didn't work. And he went and got Cecily, if I'm not mistaken. Then they dismembered her and burned her again. Yeah, it would take a long time. Sick individuals. I can't believe she helped him do that. I'd say that's why they were together. They were both monsters. Let's see. Bye, Winky. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. And I can't believe that Alex could dismember his own niece's body, kill his niece and nephew. Because it's my opinion, I think he did. I think he did it for them. I'm wondering if, oh, see, how correct. They tried to burn Vanessa. Yeah. Didn't he try to burn Vanessa before he went and got Cecily to help him? I think he did. I think he was having trouble. And then he went and got her, and they dismembered her and burned her again, I think. God, they're sick. No, not yet, love. I'm still here. Oh, okay, Winky. There's more going on in Fort Hood. Have y'all ever watched that show that used to come on? I think it was on A&E, and it's called The Killing Fields. It's like a field out in Texas somewhere, and they have found all kinds of bodies there. That's why they call it the Killing Fields. Tremaine, I don't think he did it. You don't think he did the murders, Tremaine? Alex didn't? I think Alex did too. Yeah, Amy L. I have always thought that they used him to do the murders. I'm wondering if Lori watched, if the kids knew what was going on, if they, didn't kill them in their sleep or anything like that. I'm wondering if she watched. Probably, maybe not. Winky, yes, I watched that show. I loved that show. I watched, they had something else on. That might have been the Killing Fields too. But that was in Louisiana. Had this homicide detective investigating this case. He'd been investigating it for years. It was really good. I think that was part of the Killing Field series. In Southern Gothic, last night I was watching Scary People on ID Channel. Are you talking about the kids from Kentucky? The Lily that did the Lily Lid murders. We're going to do them. Their leader was Natasha Cornett. Yeah, they were from Pikeville. Natasha and her gang was from Pikeville, Kentucky. And they decided one day they were like into devil worshiping. They decided they were going to go meet their favorite author in New Orleans, Anne Rice. So they decided to go on a road trip. They had to come through my hometown to go down into Gate City. They were stopped by a police officer. He let them go. They went on into Tennessee, and they stopped at a rest area, and they took this family hostage, a guy that was trying to spread the word of God to them. He took the Lily Lid. They took the Lily Lid family hostage. Made them drive to a holler off, cut up into a holler, and they shot the whole family. It killed the parents and the little girl. The little boy survived. He lives in Switzerland now with relatives. That's the Gothic killers that I know, KDF. Yeah. You need to watch that documentary. That documentary I sent you, it cracks me up. I really don't like the word hillbilly. It is meant as an insult when people call someone that. I just don't like it because I've got plenty of common sense. I don't go around barefooted. you know. But it starts out, it says, Pikeville, Kentucky, hillbilly heaven. See, they have a big festival down there every year. It's called Hillbilly Days. People from all over the country come. It's a cool festival. But they're not having it this year because of COVID. But yeah, it's talking about Hillbilly Days in that documentary when it starts out. We're going to do the Lily Lid murders. Every time I plan on doing it, something else comes up. I think Alex killed JJ, and I think Chad shot Tolly. Yeah, he could have. Bless her heart. I bet she's scared to death, both of them. If he did it, Alex has to be a cold-hearted son of a bitch to do that to his own niece. Well, Tremaine, I really think that he did. We'll just have to wait and see. But he had a really dark personality. Really dark. Alex looks evil to me in his eyes. The whole bunch is sick, including Melanie Gibb and Lori's niece, Melanie. They're all sick. Is Southern Mom in here? I didn't see her. Hey, Southern Mom. I didn't see you. Hey, Baber. Sorry I missed your stream yesterday. I was waiting for you to go live, and I was frying barbecue burgers for Timothy. And I was waiting. I kept checking, and then I lost track of time. The Girl Scout murders is very interesting and deeply disturbing case, too. Yeah, I would like to do the Girl Scout murders, but I would need you to help me, KDF. Because, you're like really familiar with it. So in your neck of the woods or, state, up in your state. Guess who got kicked out of Joe Exotic Zoo? I just thought of that. I was going to tell y'all earlier. Yeah, Ripper Jack Media. If y'all don't watch him, y'all should watch him. He's always on Carol Baskin's ass. Yeah, he got kicked out of the zoo. He went there. He was live streaming. I was watching it. And Jeff Lowe's woman, Lauren, comes out there, accuses him of working for someone, some good guy, and makes him leave. And actually, he wasn't saying anything bad about the zoo. He was just showing it. He didn't have anything bad to say about it. If I was him, I'd be scared to go there, especially being, I don't have done videos on Jeff. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever heard Ripper say anything too bad about Jeff Lowe, though. And he usually just does videos on Carol Baskin and her missing husband, Dawn. I need to go back and reread the book and my group stuff. Yeah. We need to plan out a stream and do it. We can do it in the evening or something, too. An evening stream, if you like. But I'd have to go back and do some more research. I forgot most of the details. I'd love to talk about Darlie Routier sometimes. Carolina Girl. We will do it. The only reason I really don't like talking about Darlie is because it brings mean people to my channel every time. But we can do it. I've got a good article I've had it saved for a long time. It's probably one of the best articles, true crime articles I've ever read. And I say that because it's got almost all the facts, actually, all the facts in it, with, like, the blood analysis and all that. But yeah, we can do Darley anytime, really. Maybe we could. Maybe we can plan a Darley stream. We could do it in the morning. What is today? Friday or Thursday? Yeah, we could do a Darley stream in the morning if we don't got any breaking news going on. But yeah, that's really the only reason I don't hardly talk about Darley's, just because, man, it brings a lot of hatred. People, oh my gosh, are nuts. I've actually formed an opinion about that case, about her guilt or innocence. I used to not be for sure, but I do think Darley is guilty based on the blood evidence. Her nightshirt always made me, like question, hey, did she really do that or not? Because I know blood analysis is don't lie. DNA don't lie. And she's got cast off on the back of her shirt. And cast off comes from sticking a knife and stabbing someone and pulling the knife back up, to stab them again. That's going to make blood go on the back of your shirt, right? She had that on her nightshirt. Plus, there was some more blood and stuff in the kitchen that had been cleaned up and stuff. We'll do a stream and discuss it. I think so too, Cece. Yeah, I didn't want to believe it because, like, hey, she's a Southern woman. She speaks so nicely and calmly, and she acts sweet as pie. Like she'd never do something like that. But I mean, who wants to believe their mother, or a mother could butcher her two kids? Nobody wants to believe that. But yeah, I think she did do it. I really do. It's a sad case. It's a sad case. But like I said, the nightshirt always made me think that she did it. But I would just, I just wasn't for sure. I didn't know about the rest of the evidence. I hadn't really sat and went through it, read it, but I did. And that's my opinion on it. But we'll do a stream on it. I'm going to get off here and get some things done. I've been trying to spend more time with my goat, Annabelle. I like to go up there and sit at the fence and hang out with her. Crap, it's hard to go all the way up there. The bugs are so bad over there, even with bug spray. So what I've been doing is, like, early in the mornings, I go over and hang out with Annabelle for about an hour. When I open them up first thing in the morning, and I go throughout the day and hang out over there right at the fence. Southern Mom, be safe driving. Don't text and drive, girl. Why did she do it, though? I've never understood that part. I think she had postpartum depression. I really do. I know that's not an excuse. A lot of people get that, right? My brother's girlfriend got that with after she had my niece, and she was saying some out there things, guys, like seeing dead babies beside the road and stuff. Yeah, she had to go get help. It's a serious thing. Now, after I had Timothy, I was the happiest probably I've ever been in my life. But everybody's different, and I had a rough pregnancy. Sorry, guys, I'm getting icy hot out and putting on my leg. If you heard something snap, I closed the lid. yeah, everyone have a great day. Um, I'm going to try to do a member stream on the porch today. I've not had time here lately to do any member streams, just sitting on the porch chatting. But I am going to try to make it a point to do it this evening if nothing happens. Probably after it cools off, probably around 8 o'clock. You know, talk with y'all, all the channel members, for about an hour before I have to go put up my chickens and stuff. Um, but anyhow, I love y'all. Thanks for chatting. Thank you to everyone for your support. Melanie says, Toodles. Oh, I love that. I love that, Melanie Christina. Toodles. Anyways, have a great day. Love y'all. Peace. I will see y'all probably later on. We'll have some coffee on the porch. Bye, guys. Oh, if you've not checked out the channel members shout out video I did for all y'all channel members, check it out. This week's theme was beautiful birds, parrots, which are my favorite. Anyways, love y'all. Peace.